Look at all this loot! DJ, none for you! I am not impressed. Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I am a big fan of anybody who designs and makes parts available on Thingiverse. And today, a new set was published. They posted it on the Nerf Modders Welcome Facebook page, I believe, and asked people to test it out. And this is a new Stryfe full auto kit, as designed by Woody7070. He asked if anyone would be willing to give it a test, and I said absolutely. As soon as one of my printers is available, I'll print out a kit. And I'm going to throw it in my Tommy gun, because I am very much not impressed by the full auto kit that I currently have in here, which was the newest of the full auto kits as sold by NF Strike and Lytake. It looked like it was going to be a fabulous kit that had some features that no other kit had, but it also just plain doesn't work. And I don't know if that is a design flaw, a factory flaw, what is up with them. But they don't work. The gearbox binds up on itself, and it simply doesn't operate without a great deal of modification to the gearbox, at least in my experience. If anyone has experienced otherwise, do let me know. But I'm going to swap it out for this one with a Michelle 2 motor in it instead of the stock motor that this one has, and see if I can't get a more Tommy gun-esque rate of fire out of this, as the current rate of fire is just a little bit lower than I would like from a Tommy gun. The one thing that this kit has that I really like is a plate for mounting the switch on. And then it comes with its own trigger that is designed to then interface with that switch. And I mentioned to the designer of this that I would love to see a switch plate added. And he said that that would not be too difficult and he will work on it. But he wanted to get this one published as it was. So hopefully he will indeed add a switch plate later. Now there are Stryfe triggers like this one available on Thingiverse. So it would not be too difficult to modify one of them to interact with a switch on a similar switch plate. And you know what? I like that switch plate. I'm taking that switch plate. Because I don't like this full auto kit. Now there's one slight issue. It's not a flaw in the design of the kit. It's a flaw in the modification I had to make for the previous kit, which is that I had to grind off one of the screw posts that the thermistor used to go on, and that this kit is designed to go on. So that's not there anymore. Hopefully it doesn't look like the kit really requires it. But for yours, if you end up using this kit, it will quite conveniently use this plate to attach to the existing screw ports, which the previous 3D printed kit that I used did not have that. So I very much like that design on this one. Now I am probably going to have to completely replace the wiring on the switch. Alright, well, hypothetically, that's it. Let's see what happens. Well, that sure seems like a better rate of fire. Alright, let's see what it makes of a full drum. Other than blowing the head off of one dart. That's beautiful. Alright, let's talk about it. Alright, well that is infinitely better than before. This gearbox is both slower and just it just doesn't work. So, don't do it. But I do like that switch plate. I would love to see him actually come out with a switch plate similar to that one that possibly integrates in with a trigger. Like I said, there is already a Stryfe trigger available on Thingiverse. It wouldn't be difficult at all to add the little peg that then hits the switch when you pull the trigger. I can send you close-up pictures of this if that helps. Yeah, other than that, it works beautifully, easy to install. It's just as easy as the other one, but this one, I like the plate that holds the motor much better in this one because it would normally screw into an existing screw hole. They just happen to have been dremelled off because of this thing. And, yeah. Definitely superior. The other downside to this is the way the housing is. You really can't replace the motor on this one. And the motor on this one is tragic. So, yeah, this one uses the same gearboxes that the XSW kit uses. They're available on either Amazon or Out of Dart sells them. So, yeah, they're super easy. And you can easily replace the motor. They actually come with an extra gear that goes onto the motor post. So, the motor stem. So that is super convenient. Yeah, so I definitely highly recommend this kit. I actually prefer this kit to the other one. There's a couple of little differences. The one thing I did notice is that the spacer on the pusher arm spacer is really tight. I had to file it out a little bit. I don't know if that is by design or if my post was damaged or if my print was a little bit wonky. There were also a couple of things where it looked like it had been designed so that the pusher arm caught in a couple of places, and I don't know if that was to make it hold in a return position or whether that was just a slight flaw in the design, or again, a slight flaw in my prints. I intentionally did not talk to the designer while installing it so that I could install it from the perspective of somebody who doesn't have the option of simply pinging the creator on Facebook. So, super easy to install though, prints beautifully, and yeah, I definitely prefer this kit, and it's probably the one that I will use from now on. Definitely going to be using that plate, so that's why I'd love to see a switch plate. So yeah, that is that. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section. The link to this kit will, of course, be in the description. So yeah, hope this was helpful. Thank you guys for watching.